Once you could play one octave, now we're going to move on to 2 octaves. This is where it gets more trickier. This is where you already know 1 octave quite well. To go up to 2 octaves, we do an end at the 5th finger here. Instead, we put our 1st finger at C again, like this. The reason why we do this is because we need to keep on continuing, playing all the way up from here to here with one hand. So the fingerings are going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we end it. Check this out. That's how it works. We don't end at 5 right here. We end at 1. And then we just play a regular scale. So the first scale, we only end at 4, and then we end 1 at 5, where the 5th finger should be. And then we play a normal scale. Just like that. So once you could play up 2 octaves, now we're going to go down 2 octaves. So, and it's going to be the same fingerings, just like we played up, except it's going to be backwards. So we go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. I know this might sound confusing for now, but it will make it more clear through the other exercises. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So 5, 3, 4, 3. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, let's play from here. Very good. Once you got that down, play 2 octaves with one hand until it feels kind of confident, just like playing 1 octave. Just like that. So once the right hand feels kind of confident, now we do the same thing for the left hand. Now, how we went down, we went 5, 3, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do the same thing to scale up with the left hand. So it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And when we go down, it's like the right hand scaling up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we end at 5. So let's begin. So the notes are all the white keys. It's really easy to remember this scale from C to C. Main thing here is just the fingerings. Once you know the fingerings quite well, the scale gets easy. So practice the left hand until you could play as the right hand. Left hand and right hand feel quite confident separately. Then we're going to combine them and play both hands together, going up and down. This is where it gets really tricky. For going more than 1 octave is where you need to know which fingerings to do. This is more trickier than playing just 1 octave. The secret, though, on going up 2 octaves is where your 4th fingers play. That's it. Just keep in mind, once you know where your 3rd fingers play automatically, once you played 1 octave, you should be fairly familiar with that. Where the 4th finger plays is the whole secret. So, when we play the right hand, the 4th finger is B. So it's 1 step below the tonic, or half a step below the tonic. And it's B. That's where every single time you play the scale, it's always on B. Check this out. And when we go down, and for the left hand, it's going to be D. because we're going up. So for the right hand, it's B, and for the left hand, it's D. So watch this. I'm going to play D with my fourth finger the whole time. See that? Every time my fourth finger only plays on D. So when you're going to play both hands up and down, just make sure your right hand is on B and your left hand is on D. So let's begin. We play C, then we move up to D. See, fourth finger on the left hand is on D. Fourth finger is on B right here. Thumb moves. Fourth finger on D again. Okay, I know that was a little trickier. Let's play it again. So, fourth finger on D. This scale is tricky. Actually, every single scale is like this. When you go up and down more than one octave, this is where your fourth fingers need to know where to play. So I'll play a few times and you could look at where my hands actually, or my fingers actually change. You can play it up and down, no problem, but to know it super well, so your fingers could learn it much quicker, instead of playing up and down like, let's say, 100, 200 times until you know it really well, there's this thing that I call skipping. You skip the notes, like when you're running and skipping. That's kind of what your fingers actually do. You skip the notes, and that actually makes your fingers know the notes much quicker at a much faster pace than actually just playing it straight. For example, I'll show you what I mean. See, if I play straight, now skipping. See, the first note is longer, and then the second note is shorter, and then the third note is long, short, long, short, long, short, long. That's how the skipping works. Once you apply the skipping to your scales and to your songs, you will learn them much faster at a quicker pace. Your fingers are going to know where to press, and it will sound much stronger and much better. So, if we begin playing 2 octaves, I want you to play skipping 2 octaves back and forth for like 5 times. Just like that. I know you're probably not playing it that fast. You could pause the video, play it slower, but make sure you use skipping. The way how you add skipping is you make the first note long, short, long, short, long, short, long. So it goes. Now, once you played skipping 5 times for 2 octaves up and down, now we play it straight. It's really important that you play it straight right afterwards. So now we're going to play it straight 5 times up and down. That my friends, is the C scale. We only played it 2 octaves. Most of the scales that we're going to be doing, actually all of them except this video, is going to be 4 octaves. We're going to play it all across the piano up and all across the piano down. Just because this video is already long enough, we're just going to make it 2 octaves. Make sure you do skipping 5 times and you go straight 5 times. Play this video over if you have to, so you know the scale C quite well before moving on to G. If you don't know C very well, not even by memory, you move to G, you will forget the things that you learned in C, because G is the same thing as playing in C, except it's a different tonic. It's at G. And at G, we're actually going to be adding black key, 1 black key. So now the other scales that we're going to be learning will have black keys. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot, and now we're going to move to the scale G.